I feel like people should be able to move around at any time. They want to go see one court and maybe their favorite player's on another court in a battle, and they have to like wait for their match to play 2 games, and then they get there and then they have to wait for that one to play 2 games, and they go in and it's 30 minutes have gone by. I think you should just be able to roll through wherever you want to go. And I think just that alone brings a different type of energy to the matches.
Tommy, as you know, the U.S. Open is right around the corners. Biggest stage for American tennis. How are you personally feeling going into it? Do you feel primed to make a deep run? How are you mentally?
Yeah, I mean, 2 out of the 3 previous slams I've done pretty well in. I've dealt with a little bit of injury this year, but I had a nice little block after Wimbledon where I was really just focused on recovering and getting strong, and now I'm really focused on the tennis stuff. I'm practicing a ton, still doing all the recovery that I can to try and be 100% for the U.S. Open. But yeah, I mean, it's the U.S. Open. It's where we get the most excited to play. It's obviously the energy is a different level. It's a lot of people think Australia is the hottest slam, but it's not. Like cooking up there, so everyone's got to bring their A game.
Right.
Everyone's going to be fit, ready to go, and I mean that's what I've been focused on here is just really getting the body right, and obviously spending a ton of time on court, but mostly trying to take care of the body, get everything ready to go.
It's also really fun for the fans too, as you can imagine. And I'm a media member, but when I have been able to experience it as a fan, it's so much fun. And I love someone who's also for the fans. And I feel like you're a for the fans kind of a guy, because you've mentioned being for fans being able to walk around, grab a beer between games in the U.S. Open. You'd be for that. So what other changes do you think would most energize the sport, and also ways that we view the sport of tennis as fans, ways that could maybe make it more interesting?
Yeah, well, I mean, I think that the change that they made where you can kind of move around during or in between games is good. But I almost think that they should be able to walk around whenever, like at any time. If somebody has to go to the bathroom, they shouldn't have to wait until 3 games go by and to get up and go. Or if you want a beer, or you want a hot dog, anything. I feel like people should be able to move around at any time. They want to go see one court and maybe their favorite player's on another court in a battle, and they have to like wait for their match to play 2 games, and then they get there and then they have to wait for that one to play 2 games, and they go in and it's 30 minutes have gone by. I think you should just be able to roll through wherever you want to go. And I think just that alone brings a different type of energy to the matches. Obviously the players, some can be kind of weird about it. They don't like too many people walking around when they're trying to serve. But I mean,
That's what I was going to ask. Would it distract you at all?
Well, I always think about like an NBA player taking a free throw. I mean, the crowd they're doing everything they can to make a miss, and like a serve is pretty similar to a free throw. I mean, obviously we have tense moments, but so do they. So I mean, I think it's fine.
Hey, I'm all for it. I like it. That's a good idea. I like it. But yeah, like you said, New York crowds, crazy, wild. What's the most only at the U.S. Open moment you've ever had on court?
Oh.
Or even during the whole experience where you're like, oh gosh, only at the U.S. Open.
I don't know. There's one court, the Louis Armstrong court, that you just feel like it's constantly so loud, even when nobody is in the stadium making noise. Like, just I don't know if it's the pumping of the AC or there's like a restaurant next to the stadium, but it's just so loud. And
Yeah.
I mean, I don't mind that. Like I said, I think people should be walking around, but it's like everywhere else you play, you kind of feel like it's so quiet. When in between first and second serve, like you can literally hear a pin drop, but there it's not like that.
Interesting. Well, hey, if you're good at it, that's good to know if you ever, are playing there and the other person you're playing against. Yeah.
At least I know about it. Some people don't know about it, and then they go out there and they're so stressed.
Right. Looking at the tennis landscape as a whole, you've also made comments recently that the gap between U.S. men and European players is narrowed, but not closed yet. What do you believe that it's going to take for an American man to finally lift that Grand Slam trophy?
I mean, Ben Shelton really impressed me 2 weeks ago when he won the Masters 1000. He won his first Masters 1000 in Canada. And I thought he was playing amazing tennis, but I think it's just leveling up. Like I'm a believer that you have to go through every level. Like you have to win a 250, a 500, 1000, and then you kind of just build confidence and, you know, kind of believe that you can win a slam. And I mean, Fritz has done it and Ben's done it. I want to do it, but I think they're closing the gap right now. They're playing amazing tennis. I think Ben obviously plays unbelievable in New York, along with Francis TFO, and Fritz is one of the most consistent players on tour. So I think you know some luck in the draw could happen where you know people who are problems for us could lose, but I don't think you want it that way. You want to win it like
Yeah.
you want to beat the best players. You want to play the semifinals against number 2 in the world. You want to play the finals against number 1 in the world, and you want to win it like that. I feel like that's the best way to do it. And I think there's no like secret. We just got to get better.
Yeah, and tennis is obviously in a lot of ways a solo sport. But you mentioned your fellow Americans like Taylor and Ben and Francis. Do you guys actively root for each other? Do you stay in contact through these tournaments? Or are you like, no, that's competition, but I'm still rooting for them? Or do you stay
Yeah.
in contact? Is it,
Oh,
what's that like?
absolutely. No, I mean we're obviously competition when we play against each other, but when we're not playing against each other, we're rooting for each other.
That's
I
cool to
talked
hear.
to Fritz 2 days ago. I talked to Francis right before we got on this call. But we chat all the time. I mean, we're all pretty close. We all support each other, so it's cool. It's cool to have that kind of group.